In a move that could ignite a firestorm of controversy, President Donald Trump is reportedly preparing to fire a U.S. attorney for refusing to bring charges against New York Attorney General Letitia James, despite a lack of evidence. This decision, according to sources, stems from Trump's frustration over the attorney's unwillingness to pursue mortgage fraud allegations against James, a vocal critic of the former president. But here's where it gets even more contentious. This isn't just about legal procedure. It's about power, politics, and the alleged weaponization of the Department of Justice, DOJ, against political adversaries. And this is the part most people miss. The attorney in question, Erik Siebert, was nominated by Trump himself just months ago, yet now faces termination for upholding the law rather than bending to political pressure. Federal prosecutors in Virginia, after a thorough investigation, found no clear evidence that James committed mortgage fraud when purchasing a home in 2023. ABC News first reported that despite this, Trump officials pressured Siebert to file criminal charges anyway. The alleged fraud centered on a document related to James' home purchase, which critics claim falsely stated the property would be her primary residence. However, investigators determined that this document was never even considered by the loan officers who approved the mortgage. So why the push for charges? Critics argue it's part of a broader pattern of Trump targeting those who challenge him, including James, who successfully brought a civil fraud case against him last year. But here's the real question. Is this a legitimate pursuit of justice or a politically motivated attack? Trump has repeatedly accused James of being biased and corrupt, claiming she targeted him for political reasons. During his 2023 civil fraud trial, he labeled her a horror show and accused her of election interference. Yet, a New York judge ruled that Trump and his family committed business fraud over a decade, fining them nearly $500 million, a decision upheld by an appeals court even after the financial penalty was overturned. The decision to fire Siebert could plunge one of the nation's most prominent U.S. attorneys' offices into crisis. The Eastern District of Virginia handles a significant portion of the country's espionage and terrorism cases, making this move particularly alarming. Administration officials have reportedly informed Siebert of Trump's intentions, with his last day expected to be Friday. Sources indicate that Trump plans to replace Siebert with an attorney who will more aggressively investigate James, a move critics call an escalation of his retribution campaign. And this is where it gets even more controversial. Trump's alleged use of the DOJ to target political rivals extends beyond James. Ongoing investigations are also aimed at figures like Senator Adam Schiff and Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook. Is this a legitimate use of presidential power or an abuse of it? We want to hear from you. Do you think Trump's actions are justified or are they a dangerous overreach? Let us know in the comments. Siebert, a former police officer and seasoned prosecutor, has been praised for his dedication to public safety. Nominated by Trump in May after recommendations from Virginia's Democratic senators, Mark Warner and Tim Kaine, he was seen as a qualified and nonpartisan choice. His removal now raises questions about the independence of the DOJ and the integrity of the legal system itself. As this drama unfolds, one thing is clear. The line between justice and politics is blurrier than ever. What do you think? Is this a necessary correction or a troubling precedent? Share your thoughts below. This conversation is far from over.